The final topic for today, penultimate, is Premier League predictions for game week 5. Following the international break, we have a full round of games. All 20 teams are playing across 10 matches. 4 on Saturday, 4 on Sunday, and then 2 on Monday night. The week ends with Leeds versus Wolves at 8 o'clock. We've handpicked 5 games, which we think will be games to watch, including City, Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Chelsea, Southampton, Man United, Newcastle, and Spurs, West Ham. So as before, I've got the predictions from the lads. City, Arsenal, how do we see that playing out, SB?
Sticky because City don't have a striker at the moment.
I've got you down here as a City 3-1 win.
I do still believe that they will get the victory. I think Kevin De Bruyne will show his class.
All 3 of you have gone for City to score 3 goals in that game.
You know what though? I'm not gonna lie. I was like semi-concerned with the whole. Like, I'll be honest. I like Ferran Torres. I think he's decent with that. But I don't think with no Aguero in your team, he's your answer. So
You've gone 3-2. That's the closest result on here.
But the funny thing is I can see that 3-2 goal win either way. I'm gonna be so real.
Yeah.
The Arteta era has me on the ropes a little bit.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie.
Honesty though.
I like Arteta because I don't really like Arteta.
Yeah.
But in terms of what it looks like the future could be at Arsenal, it looks interesting. It looks really interesting. And it looks as well like some of the signings he's making, they're like signings that change the character of the squad. And I'm like, if he keeps going in that direction, I can see this making sense. And you never know, a game like Man City could very well be, like there's gonna be a game like that when people say the penny drops.
It's happening. Yeah. We're really living the Arteta revolution.
They can get rid of Lacazette.
Object Gaffers, let us know your thoughts on Lacazette. Does he deserve some of the shade he gets? I've run the numbers and I don't think he deserves the shade he gets. But
what about the eye test?
Eye test, unreal.
Okay.
Probably the best Arsenal forward to watch in terms of a complete forward for me. So that's a clean sweep for City we've got there. The game that opens the weekend is the Merseyside Derby. Probably the most exciting Merseyside Derby since Tim Cahill and Gerrard used to kick lumps out of each other. And we have 2 predictions for a Liverpool win, both saying 3-1 from Scorch and SB. And then Jess, you've gone 4-3 to Everton. Care to explain?
Because I'm a realist.
Wow.
And I watch football, not stats.
Okay. And you're definitely going to elaborate on that because you've always got a little bit more to it. So please back it up.
Well, from the first game of the season, I was a bit alarmed at the amount of goals Liverpool shifted against Leeds, the 4-3.
Yes.
I think on any other day, it could have been a completely different result. They beat Arsenal 3-1. They had lion's share possessions, but they didn't really...
It weren't flowing the best.
It wasn't flowing.
It weren't free flowing.
Yeah. They won a game before that, but then they had the debacle against Villa. And I just think that the cracks are beginning to show. And I believe they only know how to play one way, which was exemplified by their insistence on playing this high line when they just kept leaking goals against Villa last time out. I don't think these are problems that can be addressed in the short amount of days they've had since that result.
Fair enough. We probably do see like some weird results following a international break.
And on top of that,
oh yes,
Everton are looking sensational.
Yeah,
right
we
now.
gotta give Don Carlo his clout.
Before you want to go COVID, Naby Keita supposedly may have contracted COVID whilst on international duty. When was the last time Everton beat Liverpool at Goodison Park?
20. Oh no, it was Johnson.
Never?
It was Johnson.
There was a never shout. And
I said Johnson.
AJ.
Yeah.
The
Remember that
real
one?
The first AJ.
I remember Reina fumbling and all of that stuff.
The original AJ.
I'm pretty sure they won. That was the last time Everton won.
No, just after World War II, I think they just finished.
Bro, I don't recall seeing it myself.
It's been a very, very long while. well overdue. And it was October 17th, 2010.
Oh,
Johnson, wasn't it? Goal
And
scorer.
Saturday is October 17th, 2020.
Ooh.
So if you're into superstition or you believe in kind of the moon and the stars and that playing an effect, you might want to get involved. It'll be 10 years to the day since they last beat Liverpool. And Tim Cahill and Mikel Arteta both netted in a 2-0 win under David Moyes, the chosen one.
no, the chosen one. Yes.
Moving on. We have Chelsea Southampton. We went for there was another clean sweep. SB and Scorch didn't really specify the scores, but we possibly think it could be reminiscent of the Leicester Southampton game from last year.
I didn't put.
No, you don't want to put a limit on fun.
Yeah, bro.
Why should we limit ourselves?
I looked at that fixture and I don't know what it is yet because I can't. Do you know what's mad? I rate Ralph Hasenhüttl.
The
but
big Don, yeah.
I can't get out there and tell people like, yo, this is the guy because from time to time he likes
Goes a bit wild with it.
from time to time he likes to hold insane licks.
Cool.
And I just look at this game and I think you lot are gonna go toe to toe, and the new Chelsea boys, if a few of them are ready, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is your game where you get to get a bit of the vibe of the Premier League. However, these lot are gonna try and play, and you're better than them.
Yeah.
Player for player.
It's a nice debut, a nice Prem debut.
Bro, and the problem is when the party starts, and then there's people in there like Kante and
That are making it.
gonna call him James, but James.
Yeah.
When the party's starting and them man there's partying, but then they got them man there to just make sure,
hold the wall and
mate, you're not coming in. You're done. Bro, I can see it being a bad day,
And
man.
Southampton are coming off the back of 2 losses to Tottenham and Crystal Palace. Jess, you went 4-1 on this one. You put a number to it. But yeah, we can't really see any other result but a Chelsea win.
I don't see it.
Moving on to Man United Newcastle. This seemed to divide opinion a bit.
Very, very straightforward.
SB and Scorch agreed that United would be the winners, scoring 2 goals. SB said 2-1, Scorch said 2-0. Jess, I don't know if it's a typo, but you said Newcastle United will win 2-1.
I said United are going to beat Man U. The real United are going to beat Man U.
Why do you say this?
Andy Carroll at the back post.
Isolation.
Absolutely.
Right, back post isolation is a thing we're gonna
All
talk
over
about.
Lindelof.
You've got your Mikel Antonios, you've got your Andy Carrolls, but there's more players. But
I
yeah,
can't wait for that special.
United are playing a fridge at centre back and playing a dishwasher in centre mid, more than likely, yeah. And
who's the dishwasher
in centre mid?
instance?
Matic, yeah. And you've got
home appliances. Why is Matic a home appliance?
and you've got Saint Maximum, who's going to run rings around your team.
Gucci headband.
Is he back in the Gucci?
I don't think he's at
I don't
think he's gone back
He's
to
toning
Gucci.
it down in England.
Shout out to Gucci Max.
Yeah. As I see him enjoying himself. I see him having a really fun game, coming out for the Toonami and just really expressing himself.
Callum Wilson up top, one of my favourite strikers in the Prem.
Exactly.
And I had a few doubts about him, but
I mean, he's a Prem player.
What's going on?
Yeah, he's a Prem player.
What is going on?
Can I just say I actually like Almiron.
Oh, I'm done. Next.
Wait, hold on. Sorry.
there's something there. What, 2 years later, you
No,
still think he's
I'm not saying
finding
to
his
you.
feet,
I'm not saying to you, Almiron is sick. Yeah?
but you just like him as a player.
I just like him,
Something about him.
He's smart.
bro. He just
works
gets
hard.
on it. He's just trying.
Guys, I've got to let you guys know something, okay? So basically, Almiron is a social experiment. Don't know if you guys have seen the film Goal. Yeah, Almiron.
He actually resembles. Yeah.
Almiron is
Just the sequel,
is-
or like part 6.
yeah. What's his name? Santiago Munez. Almiron. If you guys have seen the film Goal, if you haven't seen the film Goal, you need to watch it. You haven't lived.
Oh my god.
But Almiron is Santiago Munez.
See my goal against Fulham.
Yes. That's
Great film.
yeah, lovely film.
The final fixture on our prediction sheet is a tasty little fixture, I'd call it. 2 teams in good form. We have Spurs versus West Ham. We had SB saying, I think Spurs would win 2-1. Jess has gone for the draw and Scorch has gone for the Lily Whites to win 3-1.
I've gone for a scoring draw 2-2.
Yes, 2-2. Scorch 3-1. Do you expect Gareth Bale to play any part?
Yeah.
I've seen some training videos and he's looking quite sharp,
It's
even though he's up against Joe
Oh,
Hart.
he's back.
Can we just say sorry?
letting him fly.
I looked at that. I looked at the video of Bell in training with Vinicius, and I was like, bro, like these are just treating Joe Hart like shit.
It can't be great for like. I always see this like, and I always wonder how like social media teams counter this, because you want your strikers to look good in defending, but at the same time, your keeper's taking an absolute pasting.
Bro, do you
And
know?
Joe Hart was an absolute bystander in that video.
Bro, there was one part, there was one part where like one of the balls got fired in at a nice kind of pace to Bell, yeah, just on the edge of the box,
Mhm.
and he's finessed it, yeah, but he's kind of lifted it over him as well, yeah, and
Monkey.
Jose's like, keeper, you can come out if you want to come out as well. I was like,
You could hear him in the back with the smack talk. I was like, this is, I don't know, I don't know if Joe Hart moved to Spurs for that, but no, Bell looking sharp in training.
I've got to say,
Jess, you said 2-2. Who do you expect to score for West Ham?
Jared Bowen and Mikel Antonio. But
The
I've-
usual two.
The usual two.
Me
But I've
too.
got to say, I'm very worried, yeah, at this potential Spurs attack of Son and Gareth Bale and
Kane.
Kane.
One of my friends compared it today. We were PMing and he's talking smoky. He's a big Spurs fan. And he was saying, he was comparing it to like, it's reminiscent of the Real Madrid front three.
Okay, let's move on, guys.
Yes.
So I said 2-2 because
can I say though,
go on.
something that the man them need to be concerned about, and it needs to be said.
Go on.
It needs to be said.
As long as it's not about Son Heung-Min, I'm
Let's talk.
willing to hear it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right, I might have to move on.
Go on now, go on.
There's like common themes, like Hakimi gets brought up, like
Yeah.
Scorch is really
Got the
promoting
wild
Son,
shots.
and I do like the support he's giving him.
I'm going to back Scorch you up because Son is severely underrated and the guy's been
Severe.
doing it season in, season out.
I looked at the numbers the
ran the
other day,
numbers.
and I was like, because this is what like Son is starting to perform to the eye, yeah, to a level that I'm starting to say hot take shout. So it's not a real shout. It's
But,
like
yeah.
a near the real shout, but not the actual real shout. Hot take shout. I'm saying, right, he's the best in the league. He might be the best in the league.
He's in the conversation.
He is.
And this is the thing. So every season I heard Spurs need to sign a striker, which we needed to do because Harry Kane gets injured, which he does every season.
Mhm.
But the bit that he miss out is that Heung-Min Son scores every single game when Harry Kane's injured.
Carrying the team.
Carries him.
And this is not like one season, two. We're talking like 3-4 seasons I've seen this
The
happen.
numbers were ridiculous that we looked at earlier.
So like
20 plus contributions. in the
20 plus in the league, 20 plus goal contributions in the Premier League, 4 seasons back to back. However, all competitions, 30 plus goal. I think there might be one where he was 29. 30 plus
We'll
goal
forgive him for that,
contribution.
Wait, are you talking about
4
Son?
seasons back to back.
Are you,
Son.
are you talking about Son or Frank Lampard?
There you go. And
You know?
look how well revered one is.
You know, it's something, it's a common. And for me, I remember there was a time when it was like, oh, Eden Hazard is the, like, you know,
Best player.
Ballon d'Or.
Mhm.
And I think to myself, he didn't go season for season like that.
The numbers are there.
And I think, Sadio Mane, season for season.
Where are these shouts?
Salah.
You
Ballon
know.
shots. Yeah, you're very, very right. So that wraps up our predictions for game week 5. Let us know where we're gone wrong. If I was to say we'd put these in an accumulator, we'd probably end up flopping because that's just what happens. You got like some bankers, it seems. City. What else do we have? We've got Spurs as a bit of a banker. We've got the Chelsea game. But yeah, I'd say let us know where we're going wrong, and then we might put a little accumulator together based on your advice.
Send us your best accumulators as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got a little expert on board who bosses it week in, week out.
Every week.
SB's tips coming soon.
Gonna get you lot all bust down.
And I think our final topic is Black History Month. And for the duration of Black History Month, we want to touch on iconic black players or teams. This week, Scorch is in the hot seat, and yeah, let's hear it. Who is your Black History Month icon?
So when we had the idea we wanted to do something about Black History Month, I was thinking, who's the very one of the early people that came to mind, and one of the first people I could think of that I remember being like a star, and it might have only been in my household, but that was
Mine too.
That was all I knew at the time, was George Weah. Now, obviously, you lot won't know this, but actually, I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan. Always, my whole life, my whole family, yada, yada, yada. But my first real football love was actually AC Milan. That's my first team. And George Weah was a massive part of that. So, he was just phenomenal. Unreal at AC Milan. Did a bit of history. He was actually found by Arsene Wenger at Monaco.
Yes.
Yeah.
He joined Monaco in 1988. He was there
Crazy.
for 4 years, yeah.
Yeah, so he went from Monaco to PSG. Obviously, PSG weren't the PSG they are now,
They
but
were
still,
only just founded then, weren't they?
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
still,
very
still,
young.
very
But this was
still.
just before they started kind of
I
getting
think
a
this
name.
was the,
Mhm.
you know, and then moving on, he came to England, which was cool. You know, like George Weah coming to England is a prime example of what I mean when I say we have this idea of the Prem being sick forever.
Uh-huh.
People need to understand. People were coming to the Prem to retire.
It was the almost MLS-ish
Yes, like quality
retirement home.
Yeah.
quality players were coming from Italy to come and retire in it. Like have
Play
a
a season or two.
At Chelsea
see what it's
and stuff,
about,
like,
find
yeah.
out what this fish and chips about, and then boom. Yeah, so there was that, and then you move forward and you look at what he's achieved after leaving football. He's actually a revered president of his home nation, Liberia.
Current president of Liberia.
And he's not like a I don't know, like a puppet president. He's actually loved by the people. Like I think he was kind of almost pushed
Into that
towards
role,
presidency. So yeah, man. And
Getting
Ballon
stuff
d'Or winner as well.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know, is there a African Ballon d'Or winner prior to George Weah?
Prior to
Not that I'm aware.
not that I'm aware of, but the armchair gaffers, they definitely know. So they'll let us know if we're wrong. But yeah, George Weah is the one that I know growing up. That would have been the first African Ballon d'Or winner.
Is he the
In
first
my lifetime.
African like real big African star?
Star in football.
Yeah.
Because I can't think of one prior to him.
Abide Pele as well, but he weren't George Weah levels. That's like Andre and Jordan Ayew's
Yeah.
dad. He was big, but I don't think he was George Weah levels, man.
No.
He's the first.
My standout memory of him is AC Milan, and he scored a mad goal against Verona
He just travelled.
in 1996. And my dad was always banging on about him, like, this is his guy, innit? So that goal was like, I don't even know if it was a VHS thing back then, but yeah, that goal was constantly like brought up in my household. Won the Serie A twice, and he's only 54 years old. When I was doing my research,
They say
I was
as
surprised
well,
at that.
he was very unlucky not to have won the Champions League.
Okay.
Because he was right in and around cold AC squads, right in it,
Yeah.
and he just
Missed it.
unlucky.
But yeah,
Both ends as well, I think, of his AC Milan time.
he was there for 5 years, 95 to 2000. Then that followed with his stints. So Chelsea, Man City, and Marseille. But yeah, for the younger viewers, I know there's quite a few of you. Yeah, do your research on George Weah. He's got a son, Timothy Weah. Was at PSG. I'm not sure where he's playing his trade
He's
at
in
the minute.
Lille at the moment.
But yeah, he's American. Isn't
Yeah,
he?
I don't know what he's
Yeah,
doing.
Niki.
Yeah.
Cancel that.
Yeah,
He's
I
not
don't
really.
know.
Thierry
playing for
Henry.
Liberia.
Thierry Henry as well. I watched an interesting interview one time. Thierry Henry speaking about George Weah.
Okay.
And I think it was in a World Cup. And he was somewhere or whatever. And there's loads of different people from all around the world, footballers, people in the game, whatever.
Mhm.
And he saw George Weah and he was saying, bro, he was starstruck. So
Mhm.
he's there like, From anyway,
That's a
so-
little reference point for.
he's had a chance to have a chat with George Weah, and then anyway, so somebody's come up to him, Thierry's he wants to like trying to get a picture with him. He's like, are you mad? You can't see who I'm. This is Mr. George.
It's different.
Like
levels.
he was on some bowed up like. So you know how I know people like to look at footballers that other footballers rate to kind of as a reference point of how great they are. But yeah, Thierry Henry, I know you lot think he was one of the
Scorched you lot. So yeah, that is our black icon for this week from Scorcher. It's Georgie Weah. Look him up. Look up his goal against Verona and the work he did at AC Milan, and also away from the game, the work he's done in Liberia as their current president. Next week we'll be filling you in with more from our Black History Month series. That has been episode 4. Before you log off, make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter at AC Gaffers. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And as we said at the start of this episode, 2,000 subscribers is very close, and we're going to be giving away a signed shirt from a Premier League footballer. Let us know who you think it is, who you think we've got contact with. That will all be very interesting to see. But yeah, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and we'll see you next week. This has been the Armchair Gaffers.
Peace. Vote for your gaffer of the week.
Gaffer of the week. And we're
Vote
also
for Gaffer.
nominating Gaffers of the week for the comments that you drop. So yeah, you'll get a shout out next week.
If you want to get SB out of the naughty chair,
Come on, help me.
vote for him.
Help me.
And guys, it's based on our performance on the show, not on our downloads of thatpiff.com.
Trolls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please,
yeah.
guys. All right. Cheers.
No MCM votes and all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, I just.
Mhm.
You know what? You thought you got away with it.
What'd I do?
You thought you got away with it.
What?
You lot, I don't understand how you lot was gonna. What are you wearing, bro?
Okay.
What are you wearing, bro?
This is I think this is what 2000 and
It looks 2006. I think
it's not
I had-
2006. I didn't have any money in 2006 to buy any shirts. I was 16.
Sorry.
Like this is like later than that. Was
4? No,
No.
man.
That's just bringing back Van Bommel vibes.
nah, man. This is Van Persie.
There's
number
probably
7.
a Kit fan who's watching who will be able to tell us that straight away.
What's on the back?
It says Van Persie, but the numbers come off.
It was Van Persie.
So I'm guessing.
When Van Persie wore number 7 for Holland, we're talking before 2010. Yeah, my like early, like late teens.
Brilliant segue. Teens, Van Persie, Netherlands.
Yes.
See the segue? Ones to watch. We normally do this, but we haven't done it this week.
Mhm.
But on a ones to watch thing, because there hasn't been like club football. On a ones to watch thing, go on YouTube and search. What's Van Persie's son's first name?
Is, I think it's Shaquille.
I'm not quite sure. We're gonna find that for you. We're gonna let you know right now. But go and check out Van Persie's son's.
Yeah, Shaquille
Is he on-
Van Persie.
Is he on job? Is he on job?
He's looking. He's
Oh,
looking
I
like
can see
dad.
I can see a screenshot. I can see a thumbnail of it. Yeah, the angle's mad.
It's
The apple
looking.
doesn't fall too far from the tree, man.
We're gonna just
Mhm.
I don't know how far he's gonna go. He might go to the top of the game, that lad. Probably won't.
Is it just me, or do Dutch people, are their sons usually alright-ish? Or am I going mad?
I feel like Dutch people, their
Jordi
chance,
Cruyff.
their sons
Yeah, I was
get
just
a
about to
chance.
say, Johan Cruyff's son was awful. He was at United though.
Jordi Cruyff, but you got Clive has got a boy.
Who's
He's all right.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason.
went to Roma. No real.
No rule.
Yeah, I'm going mad.
Bergkamp's got a son, but he's not great.
Yeah,
either.
no, ignore me. I'm thinking of something else. It's just that footballers don't usually have good sons.
I'm not saying like I know like where Armchair Gaffers, I like Jess and I want him to do well. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, if I was voting for Gaffer of the week,
You can't do that.
It's not his week.
You can't do that. You can't influence the voters. You doing that has now made this whole vote null and void. And furthermore, based on the comments, I am the Gaffer of the week from last week. Yeah. So it's gonna roll over for the next week now because you've made it null and void.
We'll carry this on off of air. But yeah, Armchair Gaffers, episode 4. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
peace.